Okay. So some psychosomatic conditions where we can see that the mind is affecting the body. So if you're eating enough fiber, if you're eating the right foods, you're exercising, drinking water, but you're still constipated, right? It's a common psychosomatic condition. That means there's a lot of suppression of emotion happening, right? Or if there's stress, that will show up as tightness in muscles. If you're uneasy in life, there is suppression. You'll notice your breathing is very shallow. People, as they grow up, they become chest breathers. But when we're born as babies, we're belly breathers. Belly breathing means that you're very easy. Your body system, your mind system is feeling very relaxed and easy. It's not uptight. And if there's existential confusion, there is lack of clarity in life. You know what that shows up as? That shows up as a very body-based identity. This person's very, very body-based. Why? Because in the depth, there is existential confusion. There's lack of clarity in life. So these are some things that show up in the physical body. So Patanjali, he says that there has to be purification of the body as well. This purification is not given specific steps because this is going to depend on everyone's individual needs. But he does recommend a few things. For example, diet, yoga, fasting, nutrition, all of this stuff. So for diet, having as many nuts, fruits, veggies that you might need, grains, whatever you need, but listening to your body when you want to eat food. You don't see animals, like even if you see some, you guys were in Vancouver, you remember Sadie, the dog that they had? She will eat certain things, but she's not going to eat everything. Dogs, or let's say you go out and you feed a cow or any other animal. If you put in front of them, I don't know, like Kellogg's Rice Krispies or something, they're not going to start eating that right away. They're going to be like, oh no, there's grass over here, I'm going to eat the grass. Because they can tell that their body doesn't actually like this thing, doesn't want this thing. But us humans, we're so mind focused that we forget to even listen to the body. So all Patanjali says is just listen to the body a little bit. When you eat certain foods, your body's going to really like it. And when you eat other foods, your body doesn't feel anything from it. It's dead food. Your body wants to eat alive, fresh food. Then when it comes to yoga, so the reason Patanjali recommends yoga even over any other method, see, scientists will say that the more muscle mass you have as you continue to age, the better you'll be. This is true, but Patanjali adds something to this. He says the more flexibility that you can maintain as you age, the more connected all of your structures are going to be to each other, the more pranic energy can flow throughout your system. And this is what actually leads you to looking young, to feeling vibrant throughout your whole life. So yoga, the system of yoga, especially Hatha yoga, the movements are actually movements the body really likes. So if yoga was done by a child, let's say you started doing yoga at 5 years old, he would have no trouble doing any of the movements because those movements, the body likes them. But as we start growing older and older, for example, you go to the park and see children, they squat and sit. They don't use chairs to sit down because the squat sit is one of the most natural positions for the body. But as you grow older, you never use that position. Now you can't squat anymore. And squatting is one of the best ways, a full deep squat, that you can keep your hip joint and your knee joints vibrant, fresh, all into old age. Right, so certain movements yoga brings back to bring back flexibility in the appropriate way so that the connections, the pranic connections, are not lost. Then you have fasting. Fasting is recommended maybe once a month. Not overly fasting. If fasting makes you feel fresher, lighter, and vibrant, you're doing it right. But if fasting is starting to make you feel weak and wobbly, that's not fasting. You should not be fasting. You should be eating. Okay? Nutrition, go to your doctor. The seers, the people of the past didn't have access to medical lab reports and things like that. You have access to a lot more now that can give you insight into, okay, I'm missing here, I need to fix this. Back in the day, people could just listen to their body and they would know this is what I need. So if you can't do that now, next best method, let's find out what our body's actually missing. Okay? But all of these things, they need to cater to your individual needs. One of the great things of the enlightened masters of the past, and I'd say in the present as well, almost every enlightened master in the past was also a doctor in a way. So if you look at in the Sikh religion, there is a certain group of people called the Nirmalas. They were responsible for propagating the teachings of the Sikh faith. The head person that was responsible was always an Ayurvedic doctor, always. And he would teach people under him the secrets of Ayurveda as well. Swamiji comes from that tradition, which is why not only are they a master, but they're also an Ayurvedic doctor. And the reason is because how vibrant, how healthy your body is makes a huge difference to how good your meditation is going to be, how capable your Ritambara Buddhi is going to be. There's a type of mental capacity, it's called a Ritambara. It needs to increase in order for enlightenment to happen. So these Ayurvedic systems, you know what the Ayurvedic systems are based on? Increasing vitality, ojas, decreasing non-vitality, or ama, getting rid of it. Increasing methods to increase your Ritambara Buddhi. The whole Ayurvedic system is made so that enlightenment can be easier for you. Right? So living can be easier for you. So go to an appropriate doctor. See if you can help yourself that way. The Patanjali's recommendation is simple. Guru Nanak Dev Ji's recommendation is simple. Krishna's recommendation is simple. Buddha's recommendation is simple. They all say find a contemporary enlightened master. We'll help you as much as we can, but we don't know the issues you're going to go through in one-on-one live time. Right? So find an enlightened master. Commit your life to self-development. Commit your life to enlightenment. Evolve. Meditate. Swadhyay. Swadhyay means the study of the self. We'll talk about that tomorrow. And Sangat. The company that you keep is so paramount.